Thank you to AppSumo for sponsoring this video. I'm about to share what I believe to be one of the easiest forms of passive income. In fact, in the last week, I've made $4,837 selling mostly passively from digital products like ebooks, memberships, masterminds, and more. There are so many reasons why I think that digital products make for the easiest and best form of passive income. For example, you don't need to find a physical product to sell. Therefore, you don't have product costs, you don't need to pay for listing fees or ads, and you don't have to pay for shipping to your customers. Not to mention, you just have to make that product one time and you can sell it over and over and over again. And my favorite part is how high the profit margins are. You could have upwards of 80% profit margins when it comes to digital products. In this video, I'm going to cover exactly how to get started selling digital products passively step by step. From finding what digital product to create, how to price your digital product, where to sell it, and more. So let's dive in. One of the first ebooks I ever made that really took off was called Model Call. In fact, it did so well that over 4 years with zero paid ads, it did over $500,000 in revenue. Now that is the power of solving an actual problem for people with your digital product. And this is exactly how you could do it too. It all started when I was a burnt out photographer trading my time for money. I was looking for a way to increase the amount of money that I was earning while also working less. So when I heard about digital products, I was insanely intrigued. Digital products are digital downloads that you can sell online through a checkout page. And when somebody buys your digital product, the money is then deposited into Stripe or PayPal and then deposited directly into your bank account without ever having to talk to your customer or do a sales call. When I first started, I didn't know what digital product to create. So I thought about what areas of expertise I had knowledge in to figure out what my niche should be. Even though I had narrowed down my niche and who I was going to sell to, I knew that I was going to need an audience of people to actually sell my digital product to. So I spent the next few months growing a social following online and growing my email list at the same time. And if you want to know how to move your followers to email subscribers, check out my free email list building funnel and the link in the description below this video. So you start growing your following and you start growing your email list. And once you get to around 200 email subscribers that are relevant to your niche, this is the most important part. You're going to want to survey those email subscribers and do one-on-ones with those email subscribers. Whether they're paid one-on-ones or free, it doesn't matter. You want to be able to get to know the people on your email list further so you can figure out what their number one problem is. Not just a problem they're having, but their number one most painful problems that you can figure out how to solve that through your own digital product. This is key. And for one-on-one calls, whether paid or unpaid, that you're going to be doing for research to figure out which digital product to sell, I would highly recommend AppSumo's software called TidyCal. It's a scheduling software that you can use to easily and automatically book these one-on-one calls. And you can even collect the money if this is a paid call directly within the scheduling software. So someone goes to schedule the call, then they put in their payment information, and they pay and they book and everything's instant. The money goes into your Stripe account instantly. But the best part of TidyCal and the reason I switched to TidyCal recently is because it's a one-time payment to use this software for life for just one payment of $29. Before switching, I was getting charged a yearly recurring payment in the 100s. So I was like, I can keep using the scheduling software or I can save literally hundreds of dollars by switching to TidyCal. Not to mention, I find it way easier to use. I actually found out about TidyCal from my students because I was sharing my coaching call link and people are like, why are you still using this old software? There's a better one. It's a lot easier to use and it's a lot cheaper. So that's how I found out about TidyCal, and I was surprised I didn't already know about it because I love AppSumo. Anytime I need to buy a software, I go to AppSumo's marketplace first to see if they have it for sale there because they have a ton of lifetime software deals. So instead of getting locked into a monthly or yearly recurring payment, you can go to AppSumo to check out their software deals. And a lot of times it's just a one-time payment where you can get that software for life. So to check out TidyCal for just one payment of $29, or to check out AppSumo's entire directory of software, check out the link in the description below this video now to lock in that lowest price of TidyCal before the price goes up. So once I knew what my digital product was going to be about, I created it and I put it up on my website. But let me tell you, I have learned a lot about selling digital products since then. Anytime I launch a digital product now, I actually pre-sell it. So I don't actually make the digital product first. What I do is I find out who is my ideal client, what is their number one pain point, and then I come up with the digital product idea. I come up with the name and the bullet points of what it's going to cover, whether it's an ebook or an online workshop, it doesn't matter. Then I make a checkout page and I have people pre-order it and I tell them the date that it will be released. So this way, if enough people pre-order the ebook or the online workshop or whatever the digital product is, awesome. Now I'm getting paid to create it and I have validation that people are going to buy it because they did. If I put the checkout page out for pre-sales and nobody buys, that's okay too, because I haven't wasted my time creating the actual product. Now I can just go back to the drawing board, do more surveys, do more one-on-ones, really figure out and get to the bottom of what their number one pain point is, and then pre-sell another digital product until I get it right. This is hands down the best way to go about it, so you don't waste weeks or months or even years of your time trying to create the perfect digital product that you think people will buy. You want to create a digital product that you know people will buy. Again, not just one you think people are going to buy. Now, I know I've mentioned a couple different ideas for digital products, but if you want my full list of all 54 different types of digital products, go in the link in the description below and you can download it for free now. So once I've pre-sold my digital product and I tell them the date it's going to be released, as long as I got sales for that digital product, I'm going to go ahead and start creating it. And the best part is I can co-create this with the people that have bought it. I can ask them questions. I could send them a survey once they buy. Like, what are the things you're really hoping that I cover in this? Or what questions do you have about XYZ? That way I can make sure the digital product is actually helping people and not just what I think is going to help people. Research, 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 and data is key. Then once I have the digital product made, I might update the checkout page with any other additional information. Maybe I'll have some testimonials by then that I'll update. And then I will link to that checkout page anywhere that I'm running traffic. So it might be a link in bio, it might be a description of a video, it might be on my website, anywhere that I'm running traffic, especially your email list. That way you can continue to grow your following and your email list consistently. And that traffic will be consistently going to your checkout page, which will in turn bring you those elusive, consistent, passive income sales. So to summarize, you are going to, number one, decide on your niche. Number two, you're going to grow your following. Number three, you are going to survey that following and do one-on-one calls with TidyCal. Number four, you are going to pre-sell your digital product. Number five, you're going to co-create your digital product. Number six, you are going to create your checkout page. And number seven, you are going to consistently run traffic to that checkout page so you can get those consistent passive income sales. Now that you know what I find to be the easiest form of passive income, how to create it, and how to sell it online for consistent passive income, you might be wanting to go deeper learning about ebooks, step by step, how to create them and sell them online. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.